Welcome, I'm Jake with Guitar Gym Pro, and today I'm going to teach you how your brain changes as you learn guitar so you can hack your brain for the fastest possible guitar progress. But first, why would you listen to me? Well, I have 17 years of experience teaching guitar from the back of guitar stores, in high schools, and as a college professor. Now, most recently, I run the online teaching community Guitar Gym Pro. So what's the plan for today? This video's got two parts. First, I'll break down the brain science and dig into how we learn guitar. And second, I will give you an exercise you can use to supercharge your left hand. So let's talk about the brain science for a second. A lot of people think, I have to build strength to play guitar, or flexibility, or endurance, right? They think it's some sort of like a sporting event, but that's not actually true. We're not much more flexible as we get more advanced at guitar. Our hands are sort of the size that they are. And then in terms of endurance, it really doesn't take a ton of muscle to play the instrument. Same with strength. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. If I just set my finger over 3rd fret on the 3rd string and I just touch the string, I'm not pushing it down, I get a thunk. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently apply pressure with my right hand until I get a clean, clear note. I'm going to see how light that is. And I encourage you to do this. You'll see, wow, that takes way less effort than I thought. I would imagine you'll be shocked at how little effort it takes to actually fret a note. So it isn't about strength in our left hand. And that begs the question, well, what is it then? Because we're pressing as lightly as we possibly can. We actually want to use less strength. So instead, what we need to do is we need to connect our fingers to our brain. So our brain is used to grabbing things, right? It's thinking about our thumb, it's thinking about our middle finger, and it's sending a message, hey, grab something, pick something up, right? That's what our brain wants to do. It's not used to saying, hey, I want to move my pinky like 3 millimeters towards the ground, right? That's not how our brain is interfacing with our hands. So we need to connect our fingers to our brain. So I like to think about it as your brain has like a 2-lane dirt road filled with potholes to your hand, because all it's got to do is send a message that says like, hey, squeeze, and your hand squeezes, right? It doesn't need it. But when we're playing guitar, it's like, man, I need to make this tiny, tiny thing. So we need to build a super highway for your brain to get information to your fingertips. So like I said, our brain wants to grab. So we need to force our brain to connect with each individual finger and our thumb as well. So how are we going to do that? Let me give you the exercise. So we're going to put all 4 fingers down. We're going to choose one finger or more, and we're going to move 1 at a time, 2 at a time, leaving the others down. So you can try doing patterns with this. You can try back and forth between 2 fingers. So patterns might be I move my 1st finger, 3rd, 2nd, 4th. 1, 3, 2, 4. Or 1, 4, 3, 2. Or making a pattern. And back and forth might be, I might take my 1st finger and go up a string, back, down a string, back. And then I could do the same with my middle. Same with my ring. Same with my pinky, right? And then practice on each finger. I could do climbing, where I'm actually just kind of walking all the way up the guitar neck. A lot of people call this the spider exercise, right? But it's a specific variation where 3 fingers stay down and only 1 moves. Or switching 2 fingers. Maybe I move my 1st finger 1 string towards the ceiling, my middle finger 1 string towards the ground, and I'm flip-flopping them, right? Anything you can think of that parks 1, 2, or 3 of your fingers and then moves the ones that aren't parked. Let me give you an exercise I like to work with this. I'm going to start with my 1st finger on 5th fret of the 4th string, middle finger 6th fret of the 3rd, ring finger 7th fret of the 2nd, pinky 8th fret of the 1st string. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in this position. I'm going to switch fingers slowly to go away from the position and then to get back here. Let me walk you through it. I'm going to flip-flop my 1st finger and my middle, then my 1st and ring, then my 1st and pinky. Now I'm going to take my middle finger and I'm going to flip-flop it as it goes. So middle and ring change, middle and pinky change, middle and 1st change. Now we're going to lead with the ring finger and pinky, ring finger and 1st, ring finger and middle finger. Now I'm going to change pinky and 1st, pinky and middle, pinky and ring, and I'm back to where I started, and I could do this over and over again. Right? You see I'm keeping 2 fingers down, and then I'm switching 2 fingers. 2 stay down and I'm switching. 2 stay down and I'm switching. 2 stay down and I'm switching. 2 stay down and I'm switching, right? What I'm doing is I'm sending a signal to all 4 fingers. Now this is actually a little bit easier on your brain and ultimately your hands than switching chords, because we're not taking and lifting up our entire hand, or moving from one spot to the next on the string, and we're engaging all our fingers at the same time instead of only 4 to 3 or 3 to 2, right? All 4 fingers are engaged when we're doing this exercise, so it can supercharge our playing very, very quickly. Now, if this was helpful for you, I have more free lessons just like this, along with a free community of other guitar players just like you. It's the best community online for guitar players, and it is free forever. So join us at school with a K, SKOOL.com/guitar to join free and have a blast learning and playing guitar and making music together.